And it is personal, yeah, because it's all about people connecting, which is what I'm interested in. And the personal side comes from just watching people. You know, I spend a lot of time in art galleries, on buses, in diners, just watching how people connect and people that are struggling to connect.
And once I knew it was happening, I kind of went back and started reading it again, and I really started to discover how good it was. And I knew when I first read it, but once I really kind of got back into it and started thinking about the backstory and talking to Sarah, and you know, like it's great, it's beautiful, and I'm very proud of her.
I like the sense of playfulness of it, and the kind of ebb and flow. There'll be very profound, intimate moments of life-changing things that are happening, met head-on by a different energy or a different character coming in. Casey Roll, playing the selfie girl, interrupts Adrian and I as a security guard and the woman. And I buy it. It just feels really authentic to me.
There's a lot of air in it, and you know, we don't do that anymore. We're too busy showing everybody everything and explaining. Like, it's sort of like the dumbing down of art and culture and people. You know, it just seems like somewhere along the line someone decided that we have to be told everything. Everything has to be explained to us, and that's not what art is. And not in my opinion. And I think, you know, as actors, we're supposed to be part of a canvas in a sense, you know? And we're telling a story, and hopefully someone is relating to our story because they can place bits of themselves onto us, you know? And this script did that.
This is a project that people are going to really gravitate to because it's simple, but it's not. Like there's a lot of, you know, intricacies and relationships, but it's real people that are just coming together like we do.
It's quite a lovely study of the small intimacies that make up our day and then build our lives from a deeply rooted emotional place. And I think it's a really smart piece of writing. It's succinct and right on point. And the diversity of the stories that are being told, and then I think the specificity of the relationships within that world, and understanding that it's all in the details. So finding the essence, being able to distill it with a beat, a look, a pass, and clarifying everyone's character with the detailed knowledge. And I think she does that because she has an understanding of where certain people live and how they move through the world.
I connect with every character in some way because it's, at the end of the day, it just boils down to being alive, and it's just about the human struggle, you know, not necessarily day to day, but sometimes we find ourselves in an emotional tornado and having to face consequences of actions that we have made.
One of the stories that I thought was like really bold is the story of the husband, the wife, and the pregnant woman. And I thought, whoa, that's, that gives you all the feels. You know, there's that one line, I was talking to Ben about this yesterday. He says that one line where he says,
this next part is really gonna suck.
And that's just like, it's just, your heart just sinks into your belly. I kind of, it's so like real. I was like, whoa. When he said that line in the read-through, I was sweating for that character. I just thought, man, that sucks. Better you than me.
And that's what I love about it, is so much of even what I just told you isn't on the page, and it's the subtext we're playing, and this script is all about the subtext, and as an actor is so fun to play because we're not necessarily playing what's on the page. There's a lot of silence and a lot of trying to figure out what to say, and in that there's so much to be seen, and like we as the audience is able to pick up on what's happening.
Even the big monologue at the end, those can often come across as a bit of a wank. Yeah. And this one doesn't at all. Not at all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really thoughtful.
Yeah, it's a really nice role, and that's what really, really grabbed me.
You watch this project with somebody, and you're going to talk about it afterwards. You're going to talk about the art on the wall, and you're going to talk about the characters, and you're going to talk about the dialogue, and you're going to come to your own conclusions. And you're going to want to know more, and so maybe you'll get a chance to create those stories for yourselves. And I like that about this script, and that's what I meant about the air being in there. There's that lends itself to an audience to participate rather than just view, for me, and I love stuff like that.
These different stories that are happening interwoven, it's just, you don't need to have the murder. You don't have to have the, explosions all the time and all that stuff. It depends on what, on the genre of the film, but this is nice, and there's a lot of weight to it. It's very grounded.
It's very poetic. It just leaves you wondering, like it's life.
It's simple, it's beautiful, it's right, and it's timely, and maybe timeless.